transform from real valued function to what is that complex variable function. Okay, so here I just used the term that what is that integral transform. So what is the meaning of the integral transform? Means it is some function is there that f of t. So we are changing to that the one more variable that f of the water may be. Here that function is what is that in terms of t, and here we are changing to what is that in terms of the w. So it is called what is that integral transform. So before that, and here every time using that function. What is the meaning of the function, ma? Do you have any idea about that function? And in the ninth class, from the ninth class standard, we are learning that function. Tell me, what is the meaning of the function? Every time we are learning that function. F of x is a function. F of z is a function. So what is the meaning of the function, ma? Ma, any idea about that function?
No, sir.
Don't know about the function from the ninth class. We are learning that function. Yeah, see, listen, I will tell that what is the meaning of the function means. See, function is a relation between the two non-empty sets. Understood? Function is nothing to what is that? The relation between two non-empty sets. Okay. See, here I will draw one that. Yeah. See, this is a one set. This is a one more set. This is a set A and here the set B. Okay. See here 1, 2, 3 is there, ma, and here 9, 1, 4. Okay. Yes, na? So this is the function. Suppose f. Now what you observed here, ma, from the two sets? What you observed here? Ma, what you observed here, ma? Ma, what you observed there, ma, here? 1 is mapping to 1, and 2 is mapping to 4, and 3 is mapping to 9. So what you observed here? Please, ma. Please, anybody. Nobody is there. See here. That 1 is mapping to 1, and 2 is mapping to 4, and 3 is mapping to 9. What are the relation is there? Ma, you are the max. Yeah, square. That means that 1 square equal to 1, 2 square equal to 4, and 3 square equal to 9. Here, what is the relation? That f of x equal to x square. See, the image of 1 is 1, the image of 2 is 4, the image of 3 is 9. So what are the relation here we derive? That f of x equal to x square. So that's the meaning of the function is what is that? The relation between two non-M sets is called what is that? Function. So after function, we are learning that one function, on2 function. So many things will be there. So, but one more thing. Yeah. 1 1. So no need. Just I will tell that 1 1 function that if the two elements are equal and their images also equal. Okay. And similarly, the two elements are not equal and their images also not equal. So this is called that 1 1 function. Okay. Now see. Here is there. 1 is not equal to 2. 1 is not equal to 2. And their images also is not equal. One image, what is that? No? One image is 1 and two images 4. So A is not equal with, and similarly their image is also not equal. So we can say that this function is called what is that? 1 1 function. And one more thing, onto. Let's see onto. Onto. Onto means what is that? Every element in B, domain and codomain. We can say that every element in codomain as a pre-images. See that previous one, 1, 2, 3, and next 4, 1, 9 is there, no? Or whatever maybe. See, this is A and B is called what is that? Codomain. See, every element in codomain as a pre-images. See, 4 as a pre-images 2, and 1 as a pre-images 1, and 9 as a pre-images 3. So this is called what is that? Onto function. Suppose the function is like this, see, like this. 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, 9, 1, 6. 1 is 3, 4. Okay, this is A and this is B. See, observe in the codomain in B. So every element is what is that? Pre-images, but 6 don't has a pre-images, no? 6 is not mapping to that any element in the domain. So we can say that it is not onto function. Understood? So this is that function. 1 1 function and onto function. So leave it that. Now we are going to that Laplace transform. Means what is that? That is the integral transfer from real valued function to complex valued function. And now come to there. What is the meaning of the complex? We are learning that complex. No. What is the meaning of complex number set? What is the natural number set? Natural number set. You are the max students.
1 to infinity.
Set of n equal to 1 onward starts, sir.
Yeah. Amma, that one Ragamala and which unit is telling, which subject is telling. 1 to 9. So leave it. Now come complex, complex. What is that?
The numbers. Natural numbers.
Complex numbers, which is in the form of what is that?
Alpha.
Real and imaginary numbers.
Yeah, real and imaginary number that we can say that A plus or minus IB. Okay, here A comma B belongs to where is that real numbers. Understood? A plus or minus IB such that A comma B comma is belongs to R. Amma, in the number system, which set is the biggest set? Natural number, whole number, integers, rational number, irrational numbers, real numbers, or complex numbers. What do you idea? Amma?
Complex number.
Yeah, very good. That complex number is the biggest set in that number system. Okay, so
Yes,
this
sir.
is the Laplace transform. What is the meaning of Laplace transform? Means the integral transforms of the real valued function to complex valued function, that is called that Laplace transfers. Okay, now we are going to that discuss some exercise problems from your textbook. Okay, so in the examination also, most of the questions will be come from that example problems. Okay, mostly in Laplace transformation we have to learn that formulas. So the here that depending on the formulas. Okay, so formulas are important and you should remember that formulas of the Laplace transfers. Okay, ma. Now I will share the PDF. Now I will cancel that this whiteboard. Okay, ma. Ma, please mute the video. Just please be wait, ma. I will wait. Just wait, ma, please. Which file? Just wait. Laplace.
Ah,
Asma, is it visible that
okay.
No, sir.
no PDF is not visible, ma?
No, sir.
Not showing, sir. Not
Oh.
visible.
Huh?
Not visible the PDF, sir.
Oh, wait, ma, wait. Please wait. Here some problem.
No, sir.
Please, ma. The PDF is not counting.
Screenshot పెట్టండి సార్.
స్క్రీన్ పెడతాను అంటే జస్ట్ పీడిఎఫ్ ఉంది నాన్న మొత్తము. అది ఒక్కసారి మనం షేర్ చేసుకో, అది వస్తలేదు. వచ్చిందనుకో మనకు.
Sir, you have to do the screen sharing, sir.
యా మా స్క్రీన్ షేరింగ్ చేస్తున్నాను. 1 minute. డ్రైవ్ లో సేవ్ కావాలన్నట్టుంది 1 minute.
సార్ ఎగ్జామ్ కి క్యాల్సి తీసుకపోవచ్చా సార్?
అది న్యూమెరికల్ మెథడ్స్ కు ఉంటుంది.
దానికి తీసుకెళ్ళొచ్చు కదా సార్?
న్యూమెరికల్ తీసుకెళ్ళచ్చు. వితౌట్ క్యాల్సి మనం ఏం చేయలేము.
ఓకే సార్.
క్యాల్సి అలో ఫర్ ద న్యూమెరికల్ మెథడ్స్ ఓన్లీ. సో రిమైనింగ్ దానికి మనకి ఏం ఉండదు. క్యాల్సి ఏందనేది వస్తలేదు. 1 minute. Please, I will upload that file to my drive. Please be online. .scanner. Yes. Yes. Esma now. Hello.
Visible, sir.
Yeah. So this is the PDF ma. Now is it visible na? Yeah.
Yes sir. Visible.
It's visible, sir.
Okay. Yes ma. We'll start that. Yeah. So this is that Laplace transfer. Existence of the Laplace transfer. So already this all the PDF and you have the textbook ma. From the textbook only I took the PDF. See that f is a given real valued function and the interval that from 0 to infinity. So that the open interval, a closed interval 0 and this is open interval. So that is that f is a real valued function and it is defined from t is defined in the intervals closed interval 0 to infinity. Then the Laplace transfer, so that we can define as the term L of f. Okay, that Laplace transformation, that L of S is defined as what is it? That L of f of t, that equal to, we define that interval, what is that? 0 to infinity, and e power of minus st into that f of e into dt. Okay, so this is called that Laplace transformation. Okay, na? Okay, that provide that improper integrals, then generally we can write that, the finally we can write ma. So this is L of f of t equal to then f of s. So here the function t is there, no? So we are changing into in the function of the s. So already we discussed about that. What is the Laplace transformation means? It is a integral transfer from that real valued function t to, and it is a complex variable function that to f. So that L of f of t is defined as what is it? F of t. So also this we can write that if you are sending L is to that right side part, what is become that is L if you are going to the another side? Student,
Inverse.
inverse, yeah. So that we can get what is it? F of t equal to that L inverse of f of s. So this is that Laplace transformation. So here mostly that in that exercise problems are important. So listen that exercise problems are very important. Okay. So here was just go to how we can change that Laplace transfers. So the first problem is there. Is it visible? The screen is okay, ma? That PDF, all of you?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Here, ma, they given the function f of t equal to 1. F of t equal to 1. Okay. Just now, here what is that, ma? See, L of f of t equal to how we can define, ma? 0 to infinity, what is that? E power of minus st f of t into dt. So here, what is the f of t, ma? They given what is the ma f of t is 1. Yes, ma? Yes,
T,
ma.
sir. F
Yeah,
of
yeah.
T is T, sir.
F of t is not t, ma. First problem here, this one. This one, here.
Okay, sir.
You are seeing the second problem now. Now we are going to the first problem, that f of t
Okay, sir.
equal to 1. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just I will clear. So L of t equal to 0 to infinity and e power of minus st into dt. That I am taking that limit of here the gamma to infinity, and the interval will be changed 0 to gamma and e power f of t and 1 into dt. Why? Because f of t equal to 1, no? Next, now you have to remove what is the integration of e power of ax into dx, ma? Anybody's idea about the integration formulas in the intermediate level? Integration of e power of ax into dx. Idea on them? Do you have any idea?
E power AX by A, sir.
E power of ax by a. Now what is the differentiation of e power of ax, ma?
A into E power AX, sir.
A into e power of ax. So remember one thing, when you are doing the differentiation, that constant will become as a numerator, and when you are doing the integration, the constant will come in denominator. Understood? So in the integration, e power of ax into dx is nothing to what is that? E power of ax by a. So in the same thing here, what is that? E power of minus st is there. So e power of minus st. So that is become e power of minus st by s. Okay, na? Now that limit as changing, same 0 to that gamma beta, sorry, alpha beta gamma. So apply the limits. Okay, now first when you are applying the 0, so what we are getting was, so first we have to apply that gamma function, and again we have to apply that 0. So when you are applying to that 0, e power of 0, what will happen, ma?
1.
1. So already here minus is there, so minus will become outside. So first we are applying the gamma. So when you are applying to that gamma, e power of minus x gamma by minus s, and minus, next apply to 0. So when you are apply the 0, that is become, what is that, e power of 0 by s. So e power of 0 is nothing to 1. So that is 1 by s. So already here minus is there now outside. So that value will become, change it. So first will come 1 by s minus e power of st by s. So this is the Laplace transformation. Next ma, f of t equal to t. The same thing we are taking the here. In place of f of t, we have to substitute t. So t into e power of minus st into d theta. Okay. So here using that same intermediate level formula, and we have the directly formula that intermediate level. T into e power of t into dt. Any idea is there, my integration formula? Integration of t into e power of t into dt. Actually, we have to apply that UV formula in the integration. Idea is there, ma?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is that formula, ma?
U V dash plus V U dash.
Ma, that is in differentiation. Now you are telling that UV dV. That is, you are telling in differentiation, ma. U dash
Sir.
V plus. Tell ma.
u
Tell ma.
into integral v dx minus
Very
integral
good.
of integral of
Derivation of U and integration of V into dx.
dx total
Okay.
dx మళ్ళీ.
Total dx1. Okay, very good. So, but we are using that direct formula is there, ma, in the intermediate level, and directly we can use that t into e power of t into dt formula, e power of t into t minus 1. So when you are applying that UV formula, also integration, finally we are getting that answer, e power of t into of t minus 1. So same formula we can apply here and apply the limits, and we can apply that, what is that, limit tends to infinity. Okay. So limit tends to infinity means we have to substitute in place of what is that, limits gamma tends to infinity means, and in place of gamma we have to substitute infinity. Okay, so here also same thing, ma. How we can get 1 by s? The complete answer this one, and how we can get the 1 by s means, see, listen here, and in place of gamma we have to substitute, what is the, ma? Infinity.
0.
E power of minus infinity. And what is the value of e power of minus infinity, ma? Now, whatever may be, x power of minus infinity, a power of minus infinity value. Not only e here. Any idea about that? No, for next to 1 or 2 years, you are going to in teaching field. Okay, you are doing that PG professional course, post graduation course. You have to go to the teachers. As a lecturer, you are entering the college. Just think, what is the x power of minus infinity value?
0.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Why? Because it is 0 means e power of minus infinity, that we can write, what is that? 1 by e power of infinity. Yes, na? 1 by e power of infinity, and e power of infinity that we can write always infinity. anything power of infinity that is indeterminate form, so that we can write the infinity. 1 by infinity value is what is amma?
0.
0. So we have to substitute 0. So this part will be going to 0. Completely that this part is going to what is that? 0. So finally we are getting what is that? 1 by s. And similarly here also substitute, and we are getting what is that ma? 1 by s square. So actually this all are formulas ma. Remember that thing. L of 1 equal to 1 by s and L of t equal to 1 by x square. So this all are the formulas. But in the examination, they will ask, derive what is the L of s. L of 1. Derive that L of t. Means what is that? You have to procedure do thing. Actually, these are the formulas. Derivation of sin x is cos x. Cos x derivation sin x, no? So in the same thing, the Laplace transformation of Laplace of 1 equal to 1 by s, and similarly the Laplace of 1 t equal to become what is amma? 1 by s. So these are the formulas. Understood ma? This is the problems plus formulas. These formulas are we are using in that upcoming that problems are there, no? So we are using that the formulas in upcoming problems. Okay. So understood ma, all of you? How we can get this? Is it clear ma?
Yes, sir.
Here one more thing I will tell ma. What is the meaning of tends to? Always we are tell na, remember x tends to a, y tends to b. What is the meaning of tends to?
It's
Tell what is the
From-
meaning of
X from infinity, sir, but not infinity. It's come to infinity, but not at infinity.
Yes, very good. X tends to a means x is reaching to infinity, but it's not reached. Okay. So I will tell one example, and the last from 30, 40 years, whatever may be, when you are studying in high schools also, we are learning, we hear one term, what is that? India is a dash country.
Great country.
Okay, great country. Okay. India is a developing country. Yes, na?
Yes, sir.
ఇండియా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతున్న దేశం. ఇండియా ఈజ్ ఏ డెవలపింగ్ కంట్రీ, బట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ డెవలప్డ్. అండర్స్టూడ్? ఇండియా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతున్న దేశం, బట్ ఇది అభివృద్ధి చెందలేదు. ఇండియా ఈజ్ ఏ డెవలప్డ్ కంట్రీ, బట్ ఇట్స్ నాట్ డెవలప్డ్. సో ద సేమ్ థింగ్ హియర్, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? Extends to infinity or whatever may be. X is going to infinity, but it's not reached to infinity. Okay, na? So that is the meaning of tends to. Okay, so why am I explaining the terms means, so when we are going to that teaching field, and also some of these students are in teaching field only, like intermediate level and 10th class in high school level, you are the teachers only. But I am telling some of these know about the tense meaning, but again I will explaining that what is the meaning of tends to. Tends to means what is that? It's going to reach, but it's not reached. So you can give the some good example means India is a developing country, but it's not developed. So that is the example of the tensed. Okay, ma? Now come to the syllabus, and same thing, ma. Here also one more formula is there. F of t equal to sin 80. Same thing we have to apply. See, this all are now integrating. So this all are in the intermediate formulas, ma. Integration of e power of ax into sin bx. So integration of e power of ax into sine bx. So that formula is become 1 by a square plus b square, and integration of a into e power of b cos x minus b into e power of ax into cos b sine bx will be there. So in that, when you are need that, when you are see the intermediate textbook, intermediate formulas, and you can get the formula of what is it, e power of ax into sine bx. So here all they are giving the direct step. So here e power of st into sine at into dt. So that we can write what is that, e power of minus st by c s square plus a square minus s sine at plus a into cos at. So this is a formula. So when you see the, and in the Google also you are getting integration of e power of ax into sine bx into dx. So you are using that formula, e power of ax into sine bx into dx formula. So that is the formula you are using that. Okay, na? Same that formula using, and apply the limit 0 to t. And what is the next step, ma? And taking the, what is the limit here? T. T tends to infinity. So when you are substituting that, t tends to infinity, and we are getting that L of sine at equal to what is that? A by s square plus a square. So this is the Laplace transformation of sine at. And similarly, what is that? E power of at and sine h at. Okay, ma, is it clear, all of you? How we can derive that formulas? Okay. Okay, ma.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear, ma, all of you?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear to visible.
Amma? Okay, so these are the formulas of the Laplace transformation, and these formulas are we are using in when you are doing the problems. And here the some exercise problems are there, ma. E power of 80 minus 80 and cos 80. So already we did sine 80, no? Here the third problem, sine 80, no? So just we are applying that cos 80. So all are that in the depending on the integral formulas. So if you know the integral formulas, and you can do that, this all Laplace transformation. Okay, ma? And if you are interested, you can do, and you have to do the practice also. And if you are not getting any formulas, you just go to Google and just type the integral formulas. Okay, so there you will get that formulas, and using that formulas, and you can find that Laplace transform. Just here, the formulas are important, and after getting that formulas, and just we are substituting infinity. So when you are taking that gamma or t, so if you are taking the t, so you can just substitute t tends to infinity. So in place of t, we have to substitute infinity, and we are getting that Laplace transformation of the given functions. Okay, and these are the homework will be there, ma. E power of minus at cos at cos of at plus b and sin 2t. Okay, ma, is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. And the next, and here also some formulas are there, ma. The theorem is not important, and we are going to that one more example. Okay, yeah. Here that formula, Laplace transfer, it is defined as f of t equal to sin t when is t is between 0 to pi, and that the function f of t equal to 0 when what is that t is greater than 2 pi. So there are the two conditions are they given. Okay, so we need to find that two conditions. In something being what is that, ma? So in the two problems are in one question. What is that? F of t equal to sin t, and one more thing, what is that? F of t equal to 0. So when it is sin t means when the t is between in 0 to pi, and when it is 0 means when t is more than 2 pi. Okay, na? Same thing we are applying, ma. So there is no different. Same e power of, we are taking the limits are what is the 0 to pi, one thing. E power of minus st, what is the f of t function in between 0 to pi? What is that? E power of minus st sin t. When it is 0, so when you can, what is that? 0 to t, e power of minus st 0 to into t. See one thing, what is a 0 to e power of minus st? The value is become what is a, what is the value of that thing? 0. Yes, na? Yes, is there, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So 0 is there. So the term will be going to 0, and e power of minus st sin t into dt. So e power of minus st into sin t into dt. Same, we have to apply that integration formulas. Sin t we can write what is the derivation of minus cos t. So leave it this thing, this integration. Just we have to use same formula, e power of at into sin bt dt formula in the intermediate level, and we have that formula e power of at ax into sin bx into dx formula. So when you are using that formula and apply the limit, what is that? 0 to infinity. So when you are applying that in 0 to infinity, and we are getting that formula is this one, 1 plus e power of minus s squared by 1 plus s squared. So this is the Laplace transformation of the function, which is defined in two times, two conditions. When it is 0 to pi sin t, and it is 0 when greater than 2 pi. Okay, ma? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the same thing, next problem is also there. And f of t equal to t by t, tau. This we can, the term is tau. It's like a t, but we can write the tau, t by tau, and 1 when it is t is greater than to tau. Same thing, we have to write in the two types, 0 to tau and tau to t. And here the tau to t, we can, what is it? T tends to infinity. More than to t, na? So more than to t means we are taking the last value, we are taking that infinity, no? So that we can apply what is that? t tends to infinity. So, here 1 by tau is outside and t into same the formula integration of t into e power of t into dt formula. So when you are applying that's the formula and we are getting this thing. And this is e power of ax dt formula. E power of ax dx formula is what is that integration of e power of ax into dx equal to what is that e power of ax by a. So here e power of minus st dt integration is become what is that e power of minus st by minus s, and this term is become this one. So again here t tends to infinity, and finally we are getting this is 1 minus e power of minus st by t tau s square. So this is the Laplace transform of the given function. Okay, ba? Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So same questions here. So using that examples, and you can solve this all the problems. Okay. Yeah. So this is the properties of the Laplace transformation. So see L of, if we are asking the Laplace transformation of C1 into F1 plus C2 into F2. So here what is that C1, C2 are the constant, no? So we can write that outside. So C1 into Laplace transformation of F of 1, and similarly C2 into Laplace transformation of the F of 2. Okay. See here, this is important. One problem is there. Find the Laplace transformation of e power of 2t plus t power of 4 minus 2 sine 3t plus 3 cos t plus cos h 2t. So just to apply the Laplace transformation, applicable the Laplace transformation. So e power of 2t. Just now we discussed that Laplace transformation of e power of 8. What is the answer? 1 by s minus a. So 1 by s minus a, no? Similarly, now Laplace transformation of e power of 2t. It's become what is 1 by s minus 2. Understood? So this is the formula of Laplace of e power of 8. So in the Google also you can download that formulas of the Laplace transformation, and using that formulas we can write that directly here. Laplace transformation of e power of 8t is become 1 by s minus a, no? So e power of 2t is become what is that? 1 by s minus 2. This is the finish. And one more thing, what is that? Laplace transformation of t power of 4. So remember one thing, the Laplace transformation of t power of n is become n factorial by n power of 5. So in the same way that Laplace transformation of t power of 4 is become what is that? 4 factorial by s minus 4 plus 5. That is become s power of 5, s power of n plus 1 factorial. So that is become 4 factorial by s minus 5. And in the same thing, Laplace transformation of sine 3t. So already we are solving that all the formulas. See this one. Laplace transformation of sin 80. What is that we got? See, Laplace transformation of sin 80 we got, what is that? A by s square plus a square. So here the question is, what is that? Here the question is Laplace transformation of sin 3t. So that is become, what is that? 3 by s square plus 3 square. That is become, what is that? 3 by s square plus 9. So already here 2 is there, na? 3 into 2, that is become 6. So 6 by s square plus 9. And similarly, Laplace transformation of cos 2t. So Laplace transformation of cos 2t, and we are getting that s by s square plus same thing, a square. So we are getting s square plus 4. And Laplace transformation of cos ht. Cos h2t. So here we have the formula of sin h80 is there. 1 by x square minus a square. But here is asking what is that? Cos h2t. So that is become s by s square minus 4. Okay, na? So this is the problem, and using the we have the formulas of the Laplace transformation. So in the examination, they will ask like this only. Find the Laplace transformation of the given function. So if you know the formulas, only one step. If you know the formula of e power of at and e power of what is the t power of n formula, Laplace transform of t power of n, Laplace transformation of sin at, Laplace transformation of cos at, and Laplace transformation of cos ht. If you know the formulas, only one step more. Within 1 minute, you can complete the problem. So that important things, you have to remember the formulas. Okay, na? And here the formulas are, all formulas are not derived. Some formulas are derived. So some exercise problems are also there. But in that you will get the PDF from the Google. Just text formulas of Laplace transformations and you will get the everything there. Ma. Okay. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in formulas problems are there here. These are all that formulas. Here that first shifting property, and this is also important. And the Laplace transformation of e power of at f of t, that we can write that f bar of s minus a. And what is f bar of s means? What is that? Laplace transformation of the f of t. Up to now we are learning only one variable. Laplace transformation of e power of at, Laplace transformation of t power of n, Laplace transformation of sin at, cos at, sin ht, cos ht. But if it is in the product, like UV formula, derivation of UV formula, and derivation of integration of UV. So in the same way, the Laplace transformation of e power of at f of t, that we can write, what is that? F bar of s minus a. And what is the f bar of s means? Is nothing to what is that? Laplace transformation of the f of t. Okay. This is the thing, proof. So how we can let the proof means, let take the g of t equal to e power of at into f of t. So that become e power of minus st into g of t, and like t tends to infinity 0 to t, e power of minus st into g of t into dt, and limit t tends to infinity 0 to t, e power of minus st, g of t is nothing to what is it? E power of at into f of t into dt. So bases are equal now. So we are adding the powers, that become what is that? E power of minus s minus a into dt, f of d into dt. E power of s minus a, let's take that r. So that is become e power of minus rt into f of t into dt. That completely that is become f this completely we can write what is that? F power of R. R is nothing to what is it? S minus A. So this when you are applying the all the theorems and we are getting this formulas one. So you should remember these formulas also, ma. These formulas we are using to solve that example 10. Example 10 problem is there, no? So using that, this all formulas only we can solve that example 10 problems. Simple thing, e power of minus 2t sine 4t. So already here is that e power of at sine bt. What is that? P by s minus a whole square plus b square. So here what is that? A equal to minus 2 and b equal to 4. That's it. Substitute here. B equal to 4 and A equal to minus 2. B equal to 4 and A equal to minus 2. No? So 4 by s plus 2 whole square plus b is 4. No, b square means that is become 60. So that is the answer. Understood? See here. Finish. See. 4 by s plus 2 whole square plus 60. Is it clear, ma? Is it clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
So only the depending on the formulas. So if you know the formulas within 30 seconds you can solve that. Or directly you can write 4 by s plus 2 whole square plus 16. Finish. And similarly, next problem is a Laplace transformation of t cube. So this already Laplace transformation of e power of minus 3t into t cube. So now come to that formula. E power of at into t power of n. What is that? N factorial by s minus a whole power of n plus 1. So what we are getting? Same thing here apply. And we are getting what is that? 6 by s plus 3 whole power of 4. Understood? Okay, ma? Otherwise, if you know that, if you don't know that, remember that this formulas. Okay? Just I will tell. Here already they given sine 40. Sine 40, Laplace transformation of sine 40, we have what is that? 4 by s square plus 16. No? Here what is that? E power of minus 2t is there. No? Just in place of s, we have to substitute s plus 2. That's thing. If you forget the formulas, ma, okay, you know only sin 80 formula, cos 80 formula, and t power of n formula, and t formula, e power of 80 formula. Just to do one thing. E power of, we know that sin 40, na? Sin 40 is what is that? 4 by s square plus 16. So he's asking e power of minus 2t. Na? Now come to there, s plus 2 whole square plus 16. And similarly, e power of minus 3t t cube. Na? So we have t cube formula. What is that? 6 by s power of 4. So 6 by s power of 4. Na? So just in place of s, we have to substitute what is that? S plus 3. So this is the Laplace transformation formulas. So all the same thing, ma. All of. Okay, ma. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You have to solve this all the formulas. Solve the most of the example problems. Now you have to practice the example problems. That is important in the examination. Most of the questions coming from that example problems. Okay, and once you see that the previous question papers also, and you can get the one idea on what are the questions coming in the examinations. So you have to practice that problems, previous examination problems also.
ఎన్ని మార్కుల వరకు వస్తాయి సార్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ లో ఈ చాప్టర్ నుండి?
చాప్టర్ మనకు టోటల్ గా ఎన్ని యూనిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి నాన్న?
18 సార్.
18 ఉన్నాయి. 18 మనకి ఎంత మాక్సిమం మార్క్స్?
70 సార్.
18/70 వేసుకో. అలా అని కాకుండా నువ్వు ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఉందా నీ దగ్గర మోడల్ పేపర్స్?
ఉంది సార్.
చేస్తూ ఉండు. నీకు ఏ టాపిక్ నుంచి ఎక్కువ మోస్ట్లీ అడుగుతున్నాడు అలా చూసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళు.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చదవడం ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేశాను సార్. అంటే ఈ నిన్న మొదటి నుండి ఇంత టైంలో ఎక్కువ మార్కులు కవర్ చేయడానికి ఈజీ టాపిక్ తీసుకుంటే బెటర్ అని.
అదే నేను చెప్తుంది అదే నాన్న. ఒక్కసారి నువ్వు ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ చూసినావు అనుకో, ఒక 3-4 క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ చూడు, ఈజీగా ఒక ఐడియా వచ్చేస్తుంది. నీకే వస్తుంది, ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పడం కాదు.
అంటే నాకు ఇట్లే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లాగా ఉంటేనే సింపుల్ గా అర్థమవుతుంది సార్. థియరీ పార్ట్ రాదు. అట్లా ఏమేమి చాప్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయని.
థియరీ పార్ట్ మ్యాథమెటికల్స్, ఇది అప్లైడ్ మ్యాథ్స్ కానీ కొన్ని థియరీ కూడా ఉంటుంది నాన్న. థియరీ దాన్ని ఏం చేయలేము. ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ అయితే మనము ఐడెంటిఫై, ఇప్పుడు నెక్స్ట్ ఒక థీరం ఉంటుంది, కన్వెన్షనల్ థీరం అని, అది ఇంపార్టెంట్. చూపిస్తాను. ఇంకో ఇది ఏం లేదు, ఇక నువ్వు చిన్నగా ఉంటుంది. ఇది కొన్ని స్టెప్స్ రాసేస్తే అయిపోతుంది. ఇక ఇది స్టేట్మెంట్. నువ్వు ఒకసారి ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ చూడు.
ఓకే సార్.
ఇది స్టేట్మెంట్. మార్క్స్ 16, సపోజ్ 10 మార్క్స్ ఉందనుకో, నువ్వు స్టేట్మెంట్ రాసినా నీకు 3 మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకేనా? నీకు ఎగ్జామినేషన్ లో నీకు యాస్టీస్ దించడానికి కూడా లేదు నాన్న. ఎక్కడెక్కడ కీగా అనిపిస్తుందో ఆ కీని నువ్వు నోట్ చేసుకొని నువ్వు బట్టి పడతావా, అర్థం చేసుకుంటావా, అది నీ ఇష్టం. ఓకేనా? కీ పాయింట్స్ అనేది నువ్వు ఒకసారి రిప్రజెంట్ చేసినావు అనుకో పేపర్ లో, యూ విల్ గెట్ ద గుడ్ మార్క్స్. సో నువ్వు థియరీ గురించి భయపడకు. ఓకేనా?
సార్ ప్లీజ్ సెట్ ద ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్స్ ఇఫ్ యు హావ్.
అమ్మా నా దగ్గర ఏం లేదు, మోమాటం లేదు, నా దగ్గర అసలు లేదు. అవన్నీ లైబ్రరీలో ఉంటుంది. అయితే నువ్వు మోడల్ పేపర్స్ తీసుకున్నావు అమ్మా? డూ హ్యావ్ టేక్ ద టేక్ దట్ మోడల్
తీసుకోలేదు సార్, ఇంకాను
తీసుకో.
చూస్తున్నాం
అమ్మా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ కష్టం అమ్మా, లేకపోతే ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్స్ కావాలి కంపల్సరీ. నువ్వు ఎక్కడి నుంచి, ఫ్రమ్ వేర్ యు ఆర్? హైదరాబాద్?
మహబూబాబాద్ సార్.
మహబూబాబాద్. అక్కడ ఏమైనా దొరుకుతాయా? ట్రై చేయమ్మా. లేకపోతే ఇక్కడ కోటిలో ఎవరైనా మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఎవరైనా ఉన్నారనుకో, తెప్పించుకో.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకేనా? తెప్పించుకొని అందులో క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ చూసుకో, అంతే. సొల్యూషన్
ఎగ్జామ్ ఫీజు గురించి చెప్పండి సార్ ఇంతవరకు.
అది నాకు అసలు ఏం ఐడియా లేదు. మీరే వెబ్సైట్ ను రోజు ఒకసారి లేవగానే వెబ్సైట్ చూస్తూ ఉండండి.
ఓకే సార్.
అంతే. ఇక మనము దాని గురించి మనకేం ఐడియా ఉండదు. మీరే ప్రతిరోజు ఒకసారి చూస్తూ ఉండండి, వాళ్ళు అక్కడనే ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇస్తారు ఏందనేది.
ఓకే సార్.
అది ఓకేనా? టుమారో విల్ కంటిన్యూ దట్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇన్వర్స్ ఆఫ్ లాప్లేస్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే రైట్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.